My wife, Rachel, has been interning at an elementary school as a counselor, and it's been going really well. She really likes it, loves everyone there. There is one student, though, that thinks her name is Mrs. Pork. Thoughts?
How? Mrs. Pork's not... One syllable is as close as you're getting to that. It's like maybe he's got dyslexia. He's just doing it backwards. Because Mrs. Pook is pretty close to Mrs. Pork. Is that how dyslexia works? I don't know, dude.
I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
Ghostrunners podcast.
Jake, it's ceremonial time. We've gotten a few comments on this.
Is it time? Let me put my banana
People
down.
are frustrated about this. I think it's my Kleenex, so I'm going to pick it up.
Okay, you got it.
Just in case it's got, Rona from 5 years ago on it or something. Multiple people have said, hey, what's up with this Kleenex on the ground? It's kind of bothering my OCD. So here I go. I'm going to take my Kleenex and I'm going to throw it over here on the ground where you can't see it and keep it there for another, 5 years. Here we go.
Here he goes.
Wow. See what we got in here. It's actually a paper towel.
Okay.
So still looks like it might have been used Kleenex adjacent. Looks like mine. I don't know. There's not much in here. It's mainly just wadded up. So
Thanks for the rundown
yep.
of what's in there. Mm-hmm. How you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling not as rested as I could be, but that's okay. It's been a little bit of I don't know. What was it been 4,000 days? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Like 4 days of sickness in my house. It feels like we've been sick all winter. I don't know. Like we get over one thing and it's like, hey, that was a fun 3 hours that we were all healthy.
Yeah.
Psych. We looked at a piece of candy. We're all sick again.
It's tough when you got 3 little kids in like a relatively small space.
Yeah.
Probably easier to get sick that way.
Well, and it's like it's just Catherine and Hattie right now, and Hattie's already kind of turned the corner. Catherine's just going through it, which that obviously makes it harder when it's one of the two people in charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough time, and yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Thankfully, it's not like we're all sick at the same time, but also that kind of stinks because then it's just like one of us is sick for 3 days and the next person's sick for 3 days. And so it just
Not
takes a lot
strength.
longer. Yeah, but no, I'm good. I told you last night, I was like, I don't have that much written down this week because been spending time with the kids.
Been at home.
So I have a few things if you want me to tell you about them.
Great.
Yeah, so on Sunday, I still did volunteer at the nursery. Catherine was sick, but I was like, I can help out in the nursery if you want me to. A kid called me Squishy. He was like, I was like holding them, like trying to like kind of calm him down, doing a good job.
How old?
3, I think.
Okay.
2.5 or 3. Like that's the other thing. This nursery room that I'm in, the age ranges like 2 to 3 is a big deal. Like that's a big
And it
difference.
goes up to like middle school, doesn't it?
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, it's wild, dude. Like
It's like a nursery youth group.
we should not be playing dodgeball. I don't understand what they're doing in there. Like these kids are like skin is being broken. Like these kids are getting hit so hard. Wildly enough, yeah, some of the middle schoolers still have diapers on as well, though.
Yeah, and hey,
I don't know.
show me an age that doesn't want milk.
Yeah, they're all excited for goldfish. So no, it was this kid. He was sitting with me, and I mean, he was just like he was saying it like a compliment almost, like I was a comfortable guy. But he was like, "You're pretty squishy." Thank you.
All right.
I was like flexing my bicep. I was like, "Oh yeah, how about
That's
that right
squishy
there?
though, right?
You think that's squishy?
A little rigid in places.
You feel that one little bit of movement right there? Huh?
I'm imagining like Dwight when he's like having trouble finding a vein. Yeah, it's giving me some trouble. What about?
How about now?
He does that? That's you.
Huh?
That's
You think
squishy.
I'm squishy? Go get that dodgeball over there if you think I'm squishy. So that was fun. Not too much else too eventful from church. And then yesterday was a beautiful day. It was the most classic of the Midwestern days ever. Like I don't even know if this is really a classic Midwestern day. It's like
This
the
might have been
stereotypical.
Oh, I was gonna say
like,
record breaking.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Like everyone was always like, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. It was literally like that yesterday.
Oh yeah, go into Hy-Vee Arena for a volleyball game. It's like starting to get windy, but it's like 55 or so. Leave the volleyball game and it was 36.
Really?
So something around there.
It was gloom. I was telling Timon, it was like almost like scary. Like
yeah,
like there was some God was in that wind. Man.
It was like a movie where like. Yeah, the story is starting to turn, and it goes from like a still flag to then all of a sudden like, and the flag starts to turn the other direction a little bit.
Is Day After Tomorrow like the most dated reference to Timon? Like,
no, dude,
like just a super mediocre movie that like only people in our generation know.
I literally talked about it this week on Correct Opinions, so no, I'm with you on Day After Tomorrow references.
It's just like, yeah, like it's just like it's like Day After Tomorrow out there. Like I think we literally hit the highest temperature we've ever hit in February. Or maybe for that day or something yesterday. And then we woke up this morning, there was snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like dusting, but still plenty cold enough. Like yesterday I think I spent 5 hours outside.
Wow.
Today, I think I could not spend 5 minutes outside.
I woke up this morning, Rich and I are waking up and I go, how is someone using a weed eater today? It's freezing cold outside. And she's like, I think it's a snowblower.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, yeah, you're right. That does make sense.
Yeah.
I knew it was cold, but I was still like, I was in spring mode. Also, I do think I saw you outside yesterday. I ran my mile.
Oh, yeah.
Thought about getting your attention, but it looked like you might have been dead on your trampoline.
Yep, that's the game. That's the game we've been playing. So, yeah, 100%. You should have stuck around. So,
I didn't see any kids though.
Really?
Yeah. That was
that's part of it. That's part of it. And I just go to the trampoline and just kind of wallow there for a few minutes. That's hilarious. You just look like game. Brad's like, Brad's just going through it, so he's just on this trampoline by himself.
I mean, I don't know. I figured there was probably a reason, or a kid had just gone inside, was coming back out, or something.
So recently, I mean, for the longest time, my calling card in life with my kids, I feel like it's one of those things where like I do so many things for my kids. The only thing they're ever going to remember is when Dad was Math Monster. That's like my thing. I don't know if I've talked about Math Monster much on the podcast, but that's like their favorite thing to do with me. It's literally just wrestling on the trampoline. And then when I catch them, I mean, this is the most homeschool dad thing ever, but I make them answer a math problem before they leave.
That's awesome.
And so like and it's kind of fun because it's just my way of like seeing how far can we get this thing? Like, because Hattie, it's crazy. Like I can start doing fractions with her and stuff. But like with Bo, it's like, okay, Bo, I have 2 eyes, you have 2 eyes. How many eyes do we have all together? And then he literally like pushes on my eyes to count them. And he's like, 1. Because I did it because then Rosie was on there yesterday and I was like, how many do all 3 of us have? And he's literally like shoving his finger in Rosie's eyes. It's like, I don't know why the eldest kids are always sick, but
he's the math monster.
He's literally the monster. So anyway, but his thing, and Hattie kind of taught it to him, is Hattie started to like become a dictator of Math Monster.
Okay.
Where she'll have different rules. And one of the rules that she often likes to do is, Dad, you can't hear anything or you can't feel anything. And if I do this with my sword, you fall asleep. And, yeah. And so Bo is always like, Dad, you can't hear anything, but you can feel things. Okay. And so I'm always like, what'd you say I can't hear? He's like, you can hear right now, but you can't hear once you fall asleep. I was like, okay. And so then he'll just come up with his sword and pretend to like cut off my feet. And I'm like, wake up. Hey, what are you doing? But every once in a while, I'll fall asleep and he'll just jump off the trampoline and go to the playhouse for a while. And I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to be doing here?
That's what I saw.
And so then I'm a bump on a log. Not the worst thing in the world. It's a nice day outside.
Yeah, it was still really sunny and kind of warm at that point.
Pretty cozy. So that's definitely what happened there. So that's the Math Monster.
Okay, that's fun.
And it's fun. It's a good time for everybody. But yeah, yesterday was outside a lot. Rosie and I put together this swing. Catherine wanted a swing for our porch, like a little bench swing. And we had one in the past and it blew away, or like didn't blow away completely, but blew away enough to like break it.
Yeah.
So she's like, we need to get another one. All right, well, let's get another one. And so Bo, I like convinced Bo yesterday, like, hey, Bo, let's have quiet time on the swing today, like outside, knowing like full well, it's going to help your health. It's going to be freezing tomorrow. And so he's sitting on this swing listening to his Magic Tree House, and a big gust of wind comes, dude. And genuinely, with Bo on the swing, just like takes the swing and like lifts it up off the ground and falls backwards onto the ground. And Bo, first of all, I think I'm going to not need to worry about retirement because he's going to be a professional athlete. The way he jumped off of that thing, dude.
Really?
Oh, he just jumped off and he didn't even like scream or yell or anything. He just kind of looked around like, what just happened? Like, he didn't say a thing. I mean, this wind just threw him off, and he just jumped off, and he just looked around like, oh.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
He just moved on.
He didn't like it. I mean, yeah, later on, he was like, I don't think we should sit on there anymore. I was like, it'll be okay. But anyway.
It's really windy.
So that's about all I got as far as updates go.
Okay.
I'm sure I have a few more things in here. Oh, I did a podcast with a guy.
Just burn it all now.
Yeah. I'll do it all, and then we can just do it can just be your podcast from then on out. Did a podcast with a guy, Devin Henderson. Shout out to him and his. Just be cool, Brad. Be cool, Brad. His producer is Timon's friend Zach, and so that was fun to do that.
Oh, you did a podcast with him.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That was like the one time I was not with my kids was on Monday for like an hour and a half. So that was fun. See Zach in the flesh.
Why was I texting Zach? What did he?
Zach just gets around, man.
Yeah,
he's the first one on the live every time. He's always commenting something.
Oh yeah, I think he commented after one of my live streams.
Okay,
and said that was fun.
Yeah,
and on that live stream, Rachel asked him like, "What coffee shop do you work at? I want to come see it." And he goes, "I quit today."
Oh snap!
And so I was talking to him about it. He said, "No, I'm a podcast producer as well, landscaping company, whatever."
Oh, he's just grinding.
And then the Possibility Mindset podcast.
Possibility Mindset.
And so you were on it.
I was on it. It was fun. It was. Yeah, check it out. I don't know when my episode's going to be on there, but it was fun to talk. I mean, I tried to be pretty chill and relaxed like this, but he also asked some more serious questions, so I answered some of those. But it's always just fun to kind of reflect on our journey of podcasting and how it all came about. And
what's the typical like structure or just like content on this? Because to me, it sounds like a positivity mindset, and you got to read it again, like no possibility mindset.
Possibility mindset sounds pretty positive in my opinion.
Well, it sounds like you want to have a negative mindset.
Yeah,
possibly.
So Devin is a keynote speaker, and I think that's his keynote. That's what it's called. And so I think it's just the idea of like, rethinking what's possible or just reevaluate. Like
I like that
kind of dreaming, basically.
I like to tell people that things are surprisingly possible in life.
Yeah, I think that's probably very similar to Barry Jason.
I like it.
So get on the podcast,
Dev.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. We met at Etc., which was fun.
Oh, nice.
Just like a little back room there, and Zach was legit, man. And I think what I learned.
Wait, you did a podcast in this breakfast restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was like in their own like secluded like little area, but yeah, it was pretty funny.
Wow, life hack.
Yeah, I know. I was like, you can do this, like.
It was in like your back, like. Okay, it was the kitchen. It was very loud,
dude.
It was in the kitchen. There were a lot of people on it.
They actually, they make you scramble eggs, but like it's not that hard, right? Like, anybody can do that.
It's possible with the right mindset. You can work in this kitchen. It's how they do it.
Yeah. So anyway, it was fun.
Sorry, you were saying something about Zach.
No, it's just Zach did a good job. Shout out to Zach. I mean, I think he literally like asked Timon, like, hey, what kind of gear do Jake and Brad use? Because it was very similar setup, like microphones and everything. Is that right, Timon?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't know that much, so I just like gave him a bunch of tips and like specific gear things. And he just kind of just
figured it out.
Yeah. He's getting after it. So he's got, he's got the, he had the Sennheiser or whatever, the red one that we used to have.
Sennheiser? Yeah. Scarlet.
Scarlet. Yeah.
Anyway, so.
How many more of your friends do you think will become lower level podcast producers? Do we think we can get at least one more?
Hey, Possibility Mindset, it's going to be a higher level podcast. I know, it's fun to like watch the Timon trickle down,
Yes. We employ Timon, but then, I mean, that has, a tsunami effect on the culture of Kansas City.
Well, and look at how many things Timon's done because of the podcast. I mean, he's done video stuff for you.
Good point.
So, no, I think other people have asked.
He filmed our Jean Shorts video.
Filmed the Jean Shorts video. So, no, people have asked him.
There's two things.
TJ's asked him to do some work.
What other inquiries do you get, Timon?
I don't know. I'm trying to. I think I know there's been a few people like asking about like editing some clips for them and stuff like that from like specifically from the podcast. But yeah, I don't know.
They like are like, hey, I love this part of the podcast. Can you like clip it for me?
Like sometimes people have their own like clips or like video things
like
from
TJ,
like things that they're
maybe.
doing.
Oh, their podcast.
And so that
they're probably. What would you, if you could get most excited? If you could choose, you would probably video or would you edit?
I think video. I think like I love hands-on on set that part.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
Hey, today, 3 p.m. Chicken and pickle.
Ooh-wee.
Gonna see him in action.
Let them watch.
Let him watch.
What are we doing this week?
So we got 4 videos today. Hopefully, timing. Gonna try to knock out 4. So we're bringing one of. We're bringing in one of Scott's other like 5.0, like almost professional pickleballer friends.
What's his name?
TJ.
TJ. Yeah.
It's-
Always doing tournaments with TJ.
Yeah, partners. So we're gonna do a lot of doubles today. I think pretty much every video, it's gonna be me and Isaac, 4.0 versus 5.0, and just a series of different challenges. So one I want to do where the 5.0s have a much larger kitchen, like there's more
yes.
space between them and the
Okay.
net.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
One with 4.0s have less kitchen.
Just altering the rules slightly one way or the other.
Yeah, I want to do one where the 5.0s have like Walmart paddles or maybe wooden paddles. We get our normal paddles.
Cool.
I think that's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
how big of a difference? Can we beat them now?
Make sure that you do, and then you can like sponsor your paddles with it. Like, be like,
See?
it makes a difference.
You could beat 5.0s with these paddles.
5.0s aren't that good. It's just the paddles they use.
It's just the paddle. Dude, speaking of pickleball rankings, so I signed Isaac and I up for a tournament. Our first tournament, probably 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it here coming up. And I get an email from the guy running the tournament. And he's like, hey, Jake, saw that you and Isaac signed up for a 4.0 division. I just want to ask, would you be willing to move up to 4.5? We just feel like it might make people feel uncomfortable and maybe is unfair seeing as you are 4.8.
What?
And I go, whoa. I screenshot immediately and sent it to Scott. I was like, what does this mean? How am I? What do you mean I'm a 4.8?
I didn't even know they had 0.8s.
Yeah. So this is something that has come out since Isaac and I stopped playing pickleball.
The duper or whatever. Is that how
Dude,
you say it?
Duper. You nailed it.
Yeah.
Duper. So I thought this was all just like you sign up for the app and you like track your own scores and it ranks it for you. I was like, I don't need that. I'm not really playing enough to care about this. Well, apparently other people could track things for you and put you down for stuff. So I've had a ranking this whole time. Had no idea.
Oh, wow.
Turns out it's 4.8.
Who's ranking?
So I've been walking around just a little taller, a little stronger, a little faster,
Yeah,
a
it's
little
me.
quicker.
I'm
4.8.
4.8, yeah.
Oh, I remind Scott and Isaac about it constantly.
Yeah.
Just
Because 5.0 is perfect. I mean, as high as it gets.
not
Besides
necessarily. It
pro?
kind of used to be like 5.0 is the highest level you can play it at a tournament until pro.
Okay.
But there are pros who are ranked 6.3 or 6.8. Like,
So what is the high?
great question. No idea.
Okay.
I don't know if it goes above 7.
Okay.
But either way, yeah, I just remind them constantly. Like, just played a little bit. I mean, I got to keep that 4.8
So
up
what
somehow.
is Scott?
Scott's like a 5 point something, 5.2.
Okay. So are you saying that technically we could all get on the Duper app and just boost the heck out of you and
know
get you to 5.3? That's what it sounds like to me.
I don't know
And
how it
I
works.
would just love to make it so that you're better than Scott. That's all I want to do.
It's definitely flawed because I'm definitely not that good at pickleball. Like, the algorithm's off. And
No, you are good. Well, yeah, probably not a 5.0 good though. You're right.
yeah, it feels a little flawed. So,
Well,
yeah,
of
there's definitely
course,
some
yeah.
loopholes in here.
It seems so subjective. The whole ranking yourself,
Yeah.
knowing yourself kind of thing is so subjective anyway.
I was looking and there were some people who charted like when Rachel's cousin came down at Halloween to play in that tournament with me. And we beat someone, best 2 out of 3, we beat them 11-0, 11-0. And so I was like, oh, I wonder
help.
how this affected. And it did help because they were ranked 4.5s. And I was like, okay, so this is on them. Like they said that they were this rank. And since we beat them, like
Oh yeah,
a lot of flaws.
I'm so intrigued now because it's like, okay, how much of it is longevity or like quantity? How much of it is quality? Because it sounds like quality is more, but like if these guys are 4.5s and they were pretty bad, it sounds like.
Yeah. There's a lot of flaws because I think you start off by self-ranking and then it just bases everything off that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you lost, but you're still this. So I'm not,
I mean, yeah, and it makes sense to rank yourself low. I don't know, maybe not, but like, why would you want to be ranked really high and then go and play in all these tournaments?
and just see your number go down.
Well, and or just get whooped the entire time.
Yeah.
Like that's not fun. It's more fun to whoop up on other people a little bit. Like when we played Rec that one division, like that time, it was like, this is kind of fun.
We're winning most of our games.
It's pretty relaxed. And we're still winning by 15 to 20 points every time. Whereas intermediate, it's like, that was a big challenge. We almost won. Wasn't this fun?
yeah.
I don't know. I have feelings on both sides.
Yeah. I emailed the guy back and I was like, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to sandbag.
Yeah.
I was like, but I haven't played much the past 2 years. The last tournament I was in was a 4.0 tournament. we came in tied for third. Felt like that was probably the league I needed to be in.
Especially because, I guess you're getting sharper now, but you were so much
Thank
sharper
you.
back then, probably, right?
Yeah.
You know,
But yeah, I'm just king of the castle right now. 4.8. I mean, I'm going to sign everything like that. Hey, thanks for coming, Jake Triplett. 4.8 duper.
4.8, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just who I am.
4.8 GPA and duper.
Yeah,
Weighted.
I took weighted classes, so
That's great. I really want to get you, or maybe we just like rank Scott and like say that we beat him 11-0 every time.
yeah. Can he deny it? I don't
Can
know.
we? Can we? Yeah. Can he dispute it, or can we literally sabotage Scott down to like a 2.9?
They won't let him in the pro tournaments anymore. It's like, dude, you're losing games 11-0.
It's like I don't know what to tell you.
No, I'm not.
TJ, back me up, dude. Back me up.
I'm not.
I don't know, Scott. I haven't been there every time.
It would be funny to dupe. Maybe that's why I call it duper.
Duper.
Because you dupe people into it. Like today, later today, we beat them with wooden paddles. They're like, sorry, we're putting in a duper. Like, still lost though.
Yeah.
Still said it.
I mean, yeah. Did you play the game and did you lose?
You did? Okay, so
Okay.
11-3, I'm putting in a duper. Sorry.
Did you? Does it say on here you have to use a certain kind of paddle in order
Here,
to?
I'll put in duper,
bargain
see if it has its wooden paddle rankings. Oh, it doesn't have that.
No, it doesn't. Okay, well,
I'll just put the score down
I'll
then.
just they'll assume, right? Like, that's great. Okay, that's fun. So you're doing 4 videos with TJ.
Yes.
Okay.
Barely met him. Don't know much about him. Looked him up online, and I saw that his wife's Instagram says follower of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Great.
Him and his wife both have tattoos. Okay, those are 2 things I know.
So how much? Of a,
Okay, his last name's Stansberry. Those are 3 things I know.
Okay.
Okay, I saw he has a separate pickleball Instagram than his regular Instagram. Those are 4 things I know.
What's his Instagram called? That's the.
It's tj.kc for regular Tej, tj.pb for pickleball. I kind of
my
like
gosh,
it. He's
that
ready
guy.
to like brand himself. Like,
Yeah, he's ready.
If he moves to LA, tj.la. If he
TJLA.
TGLA, yeah, shout out. If he, what else would be 2 letters? If he gets into,
Car accident. TJCA. Car accident.
yeah, that's better.
If
What I was
he
gonna come up with.
gets in
Gluten allergy, tj.ga.
GA. TJGA.
Yeah.
If he decides to be friends with Timon. TJ.
.tf. Oh, Timon's
Timon's
friend.
friend. Oh. TF.
So yeah, he's set up well, and it'll be fun.
If he turns 40, TJAF. Right?
Or if he's 39.
After 40. Yeah.
Oh, almost 40.
Almost 40. Oh, that could be confusing. Or he can start now.
I'll talk to him about it. I'll let him
Yeah,
know.
I would let him. I'll
Let him
know.
watch.
Let him know.
So yeah, that'll be fun. Going to film with Timon today. Shout out to all the ghosties in the comment section of the last Friday Pickleball video. I know I hyped it up a lot, but still,
Yeah, when do I win?
very pleased. Thank you. You were the first comment.
Yes. I was like,
Yeah.
I was ready to watch.
You were.
I was so ready. This must be how the commoners feel every single time for the jean shorts and the Ghostrunners. The commoner. That was a joke, guys. But yeah, I was like, why does it have to start? Why does it have to come out at 10? Why can't it come out at like 8 a.m.? I'm ready to watch it right now.
I'm ready now.
And then it was 10 o'clock and I refreshed and it didn't show up till 10:01. And I was about to text you at 10 o'clock.
Hey.
I was like, hey, maybe you did the time zone wrong or something. And I was like, I'm not waiting another hour. I either need a private link for this thing or get it on there, man.
Yeah, but people have been so nice. I mean, we post this thing and we've never really posted a video like it, have next to no subscribers. But yeah, it's already got 5,000 views and like 250 comments.
Yeah.
So it's working.
Yeah.
This might have been the best idea I've ever had for anything social media, to do a free paddle, a video thing. So I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Excited.
That's awesome.
The video next week will be a good one. Get the wheel out.
Okay. Have you filmed all those?
We filmed one that'll come out this Friday when we're recording this, and one more that we've already filmed that'll come out the Friday they're listening to this.
You're stocking up.
Backlog.
That's good. That's fun.
Anyway, so yeah, I think next I want to talk about. I loved this Facebook post in our Ghostrunners group chat. Chris Dale, the psycho behavior.
Yeah. I have a name for the segment.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go ahead.
I'll say the name and then you make the noise for it.
Great.
Or like you make it crazy. We're calling it Sane or Psycho.
Is that what you meant?
Sure. Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say the words in a funny way.
Oh,
but maybe you did. Maybe
I
that
made
was
it. I made it
your
crazy.
interpretation. Yes, dude, I saw this. I purposely didn't read all the comments because I want to read them on the podcast together.
Great.
But yeah, I saw your comment and I was like, that's pretty great.
I saw my dad's comment this morning.
Oh, I haven't seen his comment.
Okay, let's just go through it. Let's just go through it.
So yeah, go ahead. Give us the introduction for it.
Chris Dale said, I thought this might be a fun post following the switching sides of the bed debacle. What's your psycho behavior habit? Mine is eating everything with a fork. Soup, ice cream, cereal, doesn't matter, which is a great start. And then someone, the first comment, someone thought that they ate all these things together. And they go, milk broth? Ha, wow. And he's like, I don't eat them together. You're stating I eat everything with a fork. So
Gross.
Vicky's psycho behavior is not
Is
knowing.
thinking people are that crazy.
Milk broth?
Like you're a psycho because
You believe that.
Yeah, you think that somebody else is capable of being that psychotic. So yeah, I think we should read some of these and
This person thinks that he eats everything.
All at
Mine
once.
is eating everything.
But yeah, I think we should read some of these and just decide are they sane or are they psycho?
That is funny if you read it literally. My behavior is eating everything with a fork. Wow, this guy eats everything on earth. Just take him literally. Yeah, sane
Sane or psycho?
sane or psycho.
Yeah.
Haley Kuntz, very faithful listener, always asking for people's win of the week. Saw her in Harris, Michigan. She says she intentionally lets her cereal get soggy before she starts to eat it. Whoa, excuse me. Eat it. Sane or psycho?
Psycho, dude. Psycho.
Psycho for sure. But it depends, because I would say I relate to it like 20%, because you got to let it soak a bit. Just a little bit.
Psycho.
No.
Yes, Timon. No, Timon's not standing down. I like it.
Yeah, I think like this isn't crazy psycho to me. We're going to see some that really deserve the term psycho.
Fair, I haven't read
this
them all
is like
yet.
60-40 psycho.
I don't, like soggy cereal is gross. But when it still feels like dry, it's like the milk's there for
It
a
has
reason
to get
like,
wet.
get it wet.
Yes, it has to be wet.
You said 20 seconds though, Timon. That's enough.
No. I said I relate to this about 20%.
That's right. That was the 20 I heard.
You said your vision's 2020 though, and we know it's not.
No, I think, you do need the right amount of ratio. Like if you don't have enough milk in your cereal, it is a bummer. But like,
Because then you might as well just eat it with your hand out of the box.
but to
Just dry.
intentionally wait till it gets
Go take a nap.
Oh.
You want to go for a run.
soggy fill in the blank is the worst kind of that fill in the blank. Is that true? Always? Who wants
no.
a soggy sandwich?
Okay. There was one specific type of cookie I can think of that they were like almost like oatmeal cookies, not oatmeal cream pies, but like a
Okay.
little frosting on top of these cookies. And they were so hard. And I usually let those kind of soak in my mouth. They got a lot better afterwards. It's really specific.
I guess that is soggy. I was ready to be like, that's not soggy, but yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm just gonna think everything is psycho because I think I think to watch somebody pour their milk in their cereal and then just be like, all right, I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Also, are you putting it back in the fridge? Because lukewarm milk in anything is nasty.
The psychoness goes up the more, like any time after 5 minutes, I think. Like if this is 10, 15, 20 minutes, then you got a real problem, Haley.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Let's see some other ones. This one, how psycho is it to have full-on conversations with oneself in the shower? This is from Erica Nicole.
Out loud.
Out loud seems psycho.
Out loud is like the definition of psycho. Like you're literally talking to somebody that's not there.
And full-on conversations, like if you're doing like two different voices or like just two different sides of a conversation, out loud.
It's like
Psych.
I gotta bring in a third party. Yeah, what's going on here? Huh?
What? Yeah.
You're like washing your hair. What's going on?
Yeah, that's psycho. If it's out loud. If it's just in your own head, I think that's very common. Very sane.
I will say my mother-in-law apparently in the last couple of years has developed talking to herself. Like I don't know why, but it sounds like you're in the other room. She's like, oh, and I need to do that. Oh yeah. Oh well, I don't. Sounds like a psycho. Ah, well, that's. Oh yeah, that's right. All right. Oh shoot! I can't do that. Oh. Like, what's going on? Heather's like, oh yeah, she just started talking to herself recently.
Wow, just a developed, new skill.
Oh, I still need to go. Do that. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll do.
that
Okay,
is
I'll
my
do that in a
brush.
second. I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna go over
Wrong
there.
purse for that.
So anyway,
That's not gonna work.
yeah.
Something I wrote down, just first thing I thought of, I said, my psycho behavior used to be that I would never write anything down. or take notes because I thought I was helping my future self with memory loss. That was a real dumb stage of life.
When was this? How old?
It was like college, maybe a little out of college.
That just sounds like the guy that's like, I'm going to try to not take notes. Like, that's going to be my excuse.
Just straight up lazy. Rachel's waving.
Bye,
See ya,
Rachel. Have a great day. Thanks. See ya. I did do not disturb.
Yeah, I think this is just a time in life where I didn't have a lot going on, so I didn't need a calendar. So it's like, you want me to come over next Friday? I don't need to write that down.
Okay.
I can remember that.
I thought you meant like it was for class. Like you would sit in class and be like, I understand what you want us to all write that down. I'm not going to write it down. I'm just going to store it right here.
I don't know if it was much as like class note taking. It was more like to-do list and stuff. Like, no, challenge yourself to remember everything you need to get done.
Oh, interesting.
Like instead of relying on the paper to remind you, rely on your own memory.
What
It's
do
a
you think,
crutch.
Simon?
I think
That
the idea
sounds
of trying to train your memory kind of makes sense. Mm-hmm. But it's, I don't know. Helping your future memory is interesting.
Then you got that third person in there again all of a sudden. Like, yeah, you're helping me out. Thanks for helping. Yeah, no problem, man. You're welcome.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Seriously, I
Yeah,
appreciate
no,
it.
seriously. I don't really, yeah. I'd say 20% psycho.
Okay.
I think there's a little psycho in there because it's like, I don't think there's any study that ever says, hey, logging things down is going to help or make you forget things.
Yeah, I didn't read anything and think,
Yeah.
oh, I'll follow that. It's just my own thoughts.
Yeah.
Really, Brett? 20 seconds?
I have 20 seconds of psycho on that.
Next, or sorry, you can read some off too if you want.
I don't care. Janelle Beniel, my psycho behavior is that I'll keep tabs open on my computer or phone as reminders to finish reading the article, complete that test, etc. On my phone alone, I currently have you read this, Timon?
No.
Guess how many tabs she has open on her phone? Intentionally.
100?
121 tabs.
No way.
I have a ton of tabs open because I don't ever close them. But on my phone. But not on purpose. 121?
Yeah, phone tabs are never intentional.
They just
Computer tabs.
pop. Yes.
Yes, I'm not done with this video. Yes, I'm still working on that email.
How many tabs do you have open right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But these are the 6 I always have open for the podcast. We got the
Okay.
Facebook page. We got, whatever. I don't need to
No.
describe them all. But
121 on purpose is wild.
yeah, that's a little psycho. Like truly thinking I'm going to come back to these is psycho.
Dude, yeah. Just in general, like Catherine will leave a message unread and I'll like see like she has like 2 unread messages. I'm like, just out of curiosity, like check it out. You have to scroll. I mean, 4 or 5 weeks down for this message. She's like, I leave it unread so that I can know to respond.
I very much relate to that.
Yeah.
I will
For
say.
that long though,
The length of time is
That is pretty long.
that's psycho, dude.
Yeah.
Or just that's not psycho. It's just not understanding that that's not working.
yeah, your system doesn't work.
Just like Janelle is like, yeah, 120. I'll keep it up though, and that's gonna make me read it.
I have a good system, so I never forget to do anything or never let it slip away from me. I just keep tabs on my phone. I have 121 right now.
Yeah, like I understand. Like keep 7 tabs open if you're a tab person on your phone, and then every single night go back and read them. And if you don't read them, or if you decide that's fine, get them out of there.
Yep.
But 121, Janelle, you have one on there that you've had on there for 3 months. Look yourself in the mirror. Say, Janelle, you don't really want to read that bad, or you would have read it by now.
Now slowly open your eyes. Say
X it
40
out.
more times.
Yeah. Great. Now do it 40 more times.
I got a real psycho one for you. Emma Everson says, my psycho behavior is that I will unload and reload the dirty dishes in the dishwasher if they weren't organized according to my standard.
Oh, wow. How?
Something's up. Emma.
Only possible way to justify that is if it's like they're all like stuck together and like
Yes.
won't get washed.
That's what I was going to say.
If it's like more practical.
Because Catherine sometimes, talk about a life hack for a husband. Just throw them in there and she'll figure it out. Like, I try, but at the same, you just gotta try. That's at the end of the day. Like I'm pretty sure that's the best place for that bowl to go up here. But like, if it's not, Catherine will move it. Like she'll figure it out.
Yeah, it depends if it's cosmetic or if it's like pragmatic. If it's cosmetic, you're a psycho, Emma.
It's like that's not That's not the plate lagoon over there. That's
Oh yeah, I want all the plates facing the same way.
Yeah, right.
I want the pinks by the whites.
oop. Notice you put the spoons in the fork tray.
No, I like to go from left to right, spoon, fork, knives.
Call it Spoon Lagoon. I'm really into the lagoon motif.
Lagoon. It's a lot of lagoon stuff.
Yeah. My favorite ghosty is Audrey Lagoon.
Can I read you one from my dad?
Please.
Have you seen it yet? This
I
is
haven't
great. My psycho behavior might be bad, but at least I don't eat soup with a fork. I count all my steps, no matter where I'm going. I try to guess how many steps it will take me to get to my destination. The mailbox is 84 steps. That is a straight line. If I take the driveway, it's 122.
I feel like people are going to relate really well with that one.
I'm almost positive, I've said this before on the podcast, that I do this.
I was going to say, that sounds like your dad. Like,
And so when I read this, I was like, how? That's crazy that that's genetic. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, that's how genes work. Things get passed down to you. But it's crazy, even to the minute detail of like, we have these weird like internal quirks that no
Yeah.
one would ever know. How's that
is
get passed down?
so you do, we've talked about this with stairs.
Stairs.
But stairs are fine. I mean, not finite. I guess they can be really long or whatever. But like, usually stairs are anywhere from 12 to 14 max. 84 steps, eventually, like after like 26, 34, I'm like, I'm done counting. Like, to count 122 is like next level.
And I wonder, I need to talk to my dad. I bet he plays the same games with himself because I used to do this all the time in college. I'm leaving Landon Hall. I got to go all the way to the Jester Center.
Yeah.
Which now that I'm saying that out loud, I think for the first time realizing that sounds like a circus. I never thought about that. It was just
Jester
someone's last
Center.
name, the Jester Library. But I would try to guess how many steps it would take me. Like, all right, can I get
Yeah.
there? And like, I would try to do 600 steps.
Really?
And then if someone would try to talk to me, I'm like, not today, Buster. And I'm trying to count my steps.
That's when you turn into a psycho. Lock it in. Just a second.
Hold on real quick.
396. 396.
Just remember
396.
Just remember
396.
four for 400. 4 for 400.
4 for
Remember
4.
that.
4 from 4. 4
Okay.
from 4.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you running late? I can walk with you. No way. What do you need?
Beat it.
Have you had the Sprite from a glass in the cafeteria?
May I suggest the Sprite from a glass and don't create any
That's
social
funny.
media accounts.
I mean, I can understand, like, I can resonate with the idea of like, hey, if I go straight line versus if I take the driveway, I want to see how much difference it is. But to me, it's more about time than it is steps. Like I would like to, I like
gotta time it?
I like taking different routes to church and being like, because Catherine would be like, I don't know. I wonder if 435 is closer. And I'm like, well, let's just try. Let's test it.
Yes.
Let's have like constant speeds. Like don't go over the speed limit and let's just see who wins, kind of thing. You know,
Yeah.
like that is interesting to me. But
Yep.
but for me to be like 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, like that to me, like that's when it gets crazy. Is because then all of a sudden you're counting thousands of seconds.
I've done the time thing too. I think it would have been the Olathe house when I was living there, and there was just like multiple ways to get home from a certain place I was going, and it was like Google Maps says it's the same amount of time, but I'm convinced
Was it
they
Trace?
can't. I don't even remember now. I can't remember if it was like a girl I was dating, and it was like because I remember I was like this needs to be like a standardized test. We need to have like as a few independent variables as possible.
Yeah.
So I would only test it out if it was like there was no traffic. Like traffic was not
Yeah.
a part of it. I truly wanted to know which exit gets me there faster. And
So I feel like every time I went to Trey's house, like the content house,
Yeah.
Google Maps gave me a different way of getting there. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's real close. These different routes.
Coming home from
169, 635, whatever.
to this house, it could give you, I think, 4 different options on the way back. It's kind
great.
of fun.
It's wild.
Yeah. You go Shawnee Drive, you go Johnson Drive.
Yeah.
You go 635, you can stay on 35.
Right.
Fun.
I know. It's very interesting.
Are you guys enjoying this who don't live in Kansas City? Anyway, I thought that was wild that my dad does the same thing.
That is great.
there are some
Steve, you're a
replies to that.
psycho. You're a psycho. Just to say. What did the replies say?
Just talking about different people who all do the same thing. Like, yeah, I do increments of 7. I try to end every step with my right foot, said Tammy Mason. My dad said, I actually try to end every step on my left foot. But I thought that sounded a little weird. Yeah, we all do stuff like that.
When I was younger, I would like try to think like, oh my goodness, have I taken an even or odd number of steps in my life? And I would freak out about it. I was like, I can't know. I was like,
I can't know.
I need to know so I can take like end it with an even number
Yeah.
when I walk. I don't know. I would think about that. I haven't in a while, but now I probably will.
Yeah, you just unlocked it again.
Yeah.
Mine is similar to that. Maybe I've talked about this on podcasts before, but for me, there's always a balance in my head of left and right. It's like an
Yes.
Egyptian scale.
Yeah.
And so what it is, it's like for whatever reason, I just feel right heavy. So the next several cracks that I step over need to be stepped over with my left foot,
Dude.
to even out. Yes,
I relate so much to that.
it's just there's always a balance.
But it's like not nearly as much like anymore though. I think it was a lot when I was like probably like 8 or 9.
Gotcha.
A lot of that. Like, yeah, just like I need to take one more step on this section of like wood floor. Like,
'Cause wood
with
is worth more than the
my
concrete.
left. One more step with my left and my right to like balance it out. I don't know, just weird stuff.
Interesting. The weight or the what do you call it, imbalance or whatever. That's interesting. I haven't heard that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I haven't read these, so if there's some that you think are better than others, Jake.
No, this one's good. And a couple people, Janelle Bunyell also agreed, which is wild. Catherine Yoder said, I'm not sure if this is psycho behavior or not. Newsflash, it is. There is a couple year stretch of time where I started eating and writing with my left hand, even though I'm right-handed, in case I ever lost my right hand. Janelle Bunyell said, ha ha ha, I went through this stage too. I would brush my teeth, etc., with my left hand to prepare if I broke my right arm.
Doomsday. like I
would buy a lot of toilet paper. I made a bunker, and I would use my left hand.
I related to the first part. I learned how to write. I tried my one class, chemistry, in high school. I was like, I'm only going to write with my right hand for notes.
Just chemistry.
Yeah, just as like it's slow enough. It's not enough notes where I have to like.
It's just numbers.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Letters.
So just thinking like, how fun would it be? Not just in case someone pummels my hand with a hammer or something.
Wood chipper gets a hold of me.
Just. That's what really like just in case I ever lost my right hand. Oh my gosh, that is so funny to me.
At the same time, though, it reminds me of the memory thing, like not writing things. It kind of reminds me of like that thing. It seems
It's
like
like-
something you might have gone.
It's not scientifically backed at all, or like you should never like prepare for it. But it's like I'm gonna help myself out,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Like how often does that happen? I mean, yeah. How
my
many?
high school basketball coach would always encourage us to like go home, eat cereal with your left hand, brush your
Yeah.
teeth with your left hand. I don't know if he had any data to back that up, but I was like, yeah, it probably would help. But
Yeah, muscle memory. Yeah, but and that to me, like I said, I don't think that's crazy to think like, hey, it'd be better if in basketball you could use both your hands pretty well.
yeah,
But it's crazy to think, hey, you should practice your left hand layups in case you break your right hand and you still want to play basketball.
and you're still out there doing it.
That's when it gets a little bit like, I think there's like how many people do we know that have broken their hands?
Just Isaac.
Just like a handful of the thousands of people that we've met in our lives, probably. Psycho.
Fun fact: those in Southwest Missouri will know this lady, Jackie Stiles.
Oh yeah.
Caitlin Clark recently passed her an all-time scoring list. So she, famous story, in high school broke her right hand, kept playing, still averaged like 25 points a game with her left hand.
Really?
She was that good.
Doesn't
That's pretty cool.
There's a story with that with like Larry Bird where he just is shooting left-handed all night.
Yeah, that's right. I forget the full story, but I've heard something like that too.
He was like trash talking somebody. He's like, I can do it with my left
I'll
hand.
beat you left-handed.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Larry. The last good white American basketball player?
I thought you were just going to talk about last good white
Good
American.
white basketball player. Oh, no, there's some incredible white basketball players out there, but they're all foreign.
I thought you were going to say just white American. The last good white one.
The last good white guy in America. Can we think about that for 5 seconds?
Yeah. Last good white guy.
I mean, Jason Williams was fun. Was he that good? Keith Van Horn did all right.
I like Luca.
Nick Collison.
Oh, he's
no.
not American.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Idiot.
We got Luka, we got Jokic, we got Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili. Like those guys are great. None of them are American.
I see what you're saying. Oh,
Austin Reeves, is that who we're hanging our hat on these days?
Austin Reeves. Good.
Alex Caruso, Yeah,
Alex
JJ
Caruso.
Redick. Is JJ Redick? I mean, he's our white knight, literally.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good
Let us
list
know,
right there.
guys. Yeah.
That's a good list. Oh, who's the Grady Dick?
Grady Dick is just fine.
Who's the guy who I think he's all from Kansas City. Isaac used to play Christian.
Oh, Christian Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Larry Bird or Christian Brown.
Okay. I'm just naming
like those
white
guys. Those guys are in the NBA. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're good, but they're not. They're not legends.
Brad, you're gonna like this one.
All right.
It's from Melissa. Whoa, what's this last name? Duckwitz. DUK and then the word quit.
I'm calling it to quits. I'm retiring. I'm calling to quits. I'm calling to quits, man. Duckwitz.
I've
Yeah.
been here 60 years. I've done my time. I'm calling it the
I'm
quits.
calling to quits.
She said, not sure if this categorizes as psycho, but I work from home and sometimes have to pep talk myself out loud to stay on task. Today, I sat down with my robe on and a peanut butter spoon in my hand and said, let's get this bread to myself. And it's all caps, so she might have screamed it. That is, I don't know if it's psycho, but that's weird.
People are everyone's weird. That's the fun thing.
I keep it inside, though. I don't let it get out of my mouth.
I don't know if I've ever done that. That's pretty good.
Little robe and a peanut butter spoon. All right, well, it's that time of year.
Yeah.
Got to do audits. Let's get this bread.
All right. She like puts the peanut butter in. Let's get that bread. She sounds like she's got dentures in or something. I would like to know, Madison McCullough, poll master. Will you just make a poll that just says like, do you talk out loud to yourself ever? Or maybe it's a little more extreme than that. Like I talk out loud to myself once a week, once a day. You know,
Never.
Never. Because I probably say something out loud to myself every day. Maybe just out of like reaction or something, like just like, oh, let's go. You know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know if I say, let's get this bread.
Let's get this bread, youngin.
But sometimes I'm like I'll like find myself parked, like on my phone scrolling, ready to like go do the next thing. And I'm just like, just spending, like wasting time. And I'll just be like, come on, Brad. And I'll just get out of the car. But I feel like that's more normal than people admit externally.
How much do you talk out loud to yourself, Timon?
Not much at all.
Are you ever even by yourself? A family of 19, you know, like you probably don't have any time.
I mean,
Yeah, he's driving with himself.
yeah, I'd say pretty much never.
What if we found out Timon, you know, perfect every way, but has just crazy road rage?
What? Yeah, he only cusses when he drives. Time to get that bleep button ready. You know. Yeah, whatever.
I think the only time something ever leaves my mouth when I'm by myself is if something were to happen like suddenly, like I drop something. Oh, whoops.
It's just a noise. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
On the way here, I experienced someone get rear-ended, like in traffic.
Oh wow.
I just heard like like classic like, screech, crash. I was like, whoa! But I didn't say anything. I think I just looked over like. I just observed. I don't think I made a single noise.
Yeah.
Like I think I mean sure if I like watched back footage of myself, I was probably like, yikes. But like I don't think I said like made a noise or anything.
Really? Yeah, I would have been like, oh wow.
Maybe that's
boy.
Maybe that's like I don't know.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We need to take a poll to see if one side is almost more psycho than the other. Like
We should take a poll. Would you have made a noise at a rear ending?
Madison, just make like 15 polls.
Every day a new poll.
I like this. Let's keep going.
All
Sane
right.
or psycho?
I like this one. All right. My psycho behavior
Who's this?
is I actually want to tell you afterwards
Okay.
because, okay.
No,
I'll
that's
tell you-
great. I'll trust you.
My psycho behavior is I count down from 10 in my head while doing tasks and challenge myself to get things done in a certain amount of intervals of counting back from 10. For example, seeing if I get all my laundry done, if I can get all my laundry from the washer to the dryer in less time than it takes me to count back from 10 2 times. Parentheses, 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I've been doing this since I was very little. Here's what I'll say real quick. I don't think what you're doing is psycho, but this woman's name is psycho.
Oh, really?
Sinova Asselstein.
Oh, Asselstein. Did you marry into that, or are you trying to get out of that? That's,
She's Canadian.
Sonova Smith, take you, Big Asselstein. Hugh. I just said you. Hugh Jasselstein.
Sinova Asselstein. I mean, there's no other way to pronounce it. I don't think.
Asselstein.
Asselston.
That's funny. Okay.
I do stuff like this all the time.
I don't like the independent variable of you making up your own seconds though, Sonova.
Exactly. It's got to be a microwave.
Yes.
Yep.
I do it on the microwave. It's amazing what you can do in 30 seconds, dude. It's amazing how much I'll push 30 seconds in the microwave, go back in the kitchen, just be like, I'll just clean up until the microwave's done. I clean up the whole kitchen, dude. 30 seconds. It's amazing. But yeah, I mean, that sounds like more like when you're a little kid and you're playing basketball in the driveway, you're counting down from 10 and then you miss the shot and you're like, 3, 2, 1.5, 1 1/4. And you're like going slow-mo. Making it in, you know?
Yeah, you could alter it if you know you're not going to make it.
Yeah. You're like, I'm pretty close. So I'm going to get those last few socks. 1 3/4, half second, 1/4, 0. Ah! So
I've talked about it before on the podcast. I love playing games with myself, stuff like this. Something I will do. I like to, at a certain point, just count down for 10 seconds doesn't do it enough for me. We got to step it up a notch.
Okay.
So maybe I'm across the room and I'm going to try to throw both socks into the laundry hamper.
now we're talking.
And I will say, I'm like, all right, just pretend someone said, if you get both of them, you get $1 million.
Yeah.
And if you don't, your whole family dies.
Oh, wow. You
And
do
then
negative
I
as
will
well.
try to like focus and like make sure I make both of them.
It is amazing. Like I do the same thing sometimes. I'm like, hey, like I'll be like trying to grab something in between my
All right,
seat.
You have to get it next time.
Yes, dude. like I'll be in the car and like my phone drops in between my seat and the center console, and I've grabbed at it 7 times, and then I finally just go, you have to get it this time.
Exactly.
Focus, and I will get it almost every time.
Yeah.
On that focused time.
Yeah.
There's something there. We need
Yep.
to. That's our TED Talk.
Yeah.
Possibility mindset.
Possibility mindset. Yeah. So I love playing games.
I also in the wood shop a lot when I can't find something I count to 10. I didn't realize that was a behavior until recently where I do it anywhere else in life by myself too. I'll count to 10 in my head because I don't worry about it until I get to 10, and then I'm like, I guess I really can't find this thing. Like I'll count to 10 and I'll be looking around the whole time, and then after 10 I get frustrated. But I give myself 10 seconds to
All right.
be chill about it. So that's Sonova.
This one says, my psycho behavior is that I don't drink Main Street Roasters.
What? That is psychotic.
The name here is way too many ghosties.
Oh, my psycho behavior is that I spend way too much on other coffee brands besides Main Street Roasters, or go out for Main Street Roast or go out for coffee when you can buy it from Main Street Roasters at mainstreetroasters.com.
This one says, my psycho behavior is I don't follow Main Street Roasters on Instagram. I don't follow them on Facebook, and I've never even been to their website, which is mainstreetroasters.com.
Yeah, my psycho behavior is that
Sorry, internet just went out for a second.
yeah, I don't like the smell of wonderful freshly ground beans in the morning.
This one says, my psycho behavior says, for some weird reason, I've never once thought to support a family-oriented company that promotes and supports Christian values while also selling amazing coffee.
Yeah, my psycho behavior is I don't like families that are good people. I don't like those people.
This one says, my psycho behavior is that I've never once supported the loyal coffee company that always supports my favorite podcast.
That is psycho. This one just says, my psycho behavior is I eat everything with a spoon.
This one says, I will go out of my way to try and take Main Street Roasters to the ground.
Whoa.
That is psycho. You should not do that.
So
There's another one about spoons and forks. Okay.
This one says I walk down to the end of my driveway, which is 88 steps, without holding a cup of Main Street Roasters in my hand.
This one says, I have 250 tabs open on my phone, and they're all mainstreetroasters.com.
But I've never ordered using GRKC for 10% off. Don't be a psycho. Order Main Street Roasters today. That's a fun ad. That's a fun ad, Haley.
Got your money's
Shout out,
worth.
Haley. I love the psycho thing, man. Sane or Psycho is fun.
Yeah. Can we do a couple more?
Yeah.
Come on, Dad.
I could do a whole episode of this, man.
Time and I want to do a couple more.
Oh, please, Dad. Oh,
All right,
man.
Ryan Guy. Oh, if you see Ryan Guy comment, you know it's going to be funny. And what's
100%
best
of the
is
time.
this time he's not even trying to be funny. This is
100
just
seconds of the time.
A great behavior. He said, my psycho behavior is when I was in high school and college, if I ever went to a movie I really wanted to see by myself, I was so self-conscious about being alone that while I was in line, I would have a fake phone conversation to no one, telling my friend to hurry up or they were going to miss the start of the movie. Ryan, that's amazing.
Because he's assuming like people are going to watch him in line and be like, okay, you got one for Spider-Man 2? Okay, we'll see. Oh, interesting. I don't see your friend anywhere. I'm going to follow you in here. See if you're one of those guys.
Is it that embarrassing to see a movie by yourself?
Also, like how many times I bet I've been in a movie with a friend of mine 30 times in my life had no idea they were there because you don't peruse around the theater.
Yeah.
You're not like, who's here tonight? Chad's here. Hey, Chad. How you doing? How's your mom?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Living legend. Good for you. That's hilarious. I say Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho.
That's a good one. Sounds like he's grown out of it. Or he just goes to the movies with his wife now. I don't know.
At least he's not like buying 2 tickets or anything like that.
That's true.
You know?
Not fiscally irresponsible.
I think going to the movie by yourself sounds, and maybe it's just my stage of life, like one of the greatest things in the entire world.
Yeah.
That sounds just fine.
You know, the only part that's not fun? Previews. Don't get to talk to people like, you like it? You didn't like it?
You can find a stranger.
Excuse me!
Or I'll just text. I'll live tweet the previews.
Let them watch.
Let them watch.
Yeah, you just live stream it. Like, I'm just doing the previews. So it's not
Do the
bootlegging.
previews, just let them watch.
I'm not going to save the live video, so it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll discard it.
We have good fans. They wouldn't screen record it.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
I think this is the last one. Morgan Sullivan. This is interesting. I count the letters of each word I say.
There's no way.
Not all the time, but more often than I like to admit. I try to make the sentences I'm saying
way.
in an even number of letters. I'll replay sentences in my head and change words to make them even. I tried to explain this to my husband once, and he just stared at me like I was crazy. It's never silent in my mind, always at least counting something. This girl's a savant. This is magical.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
This takes the cake. This is the, yeah.
I don't
This
think it's
takes
psycho.
the cake. How many letters is that, real quick?
This 2,
4,
5, 8, 11, 15.
Why'd you go from 2?
Yeah, I did a little odd there.
Dude, Psycho. You started with 2? Where did 2 come from? This takes the cake.
Oh, I thought it was It Takes the Cake.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what in the world are you, how are you
2, 5,
dividing
3,
this thing
4.
up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that alone, This Takes the Cake is a very easy sentence, and it's still...
I got it wrong.
I don't understand how she's not like after every sentence like 1 second, 1 second. Okay, 24. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
That one was good. Like,
What other skills does this girl have? Because if you can do that, you can do a lot.
if you can do that in real time,
Yeah, you
that's
can.
awesome.
That's Rain Man right there.
Yeah, that's like, you drop the toothpicks.
But just use it for something that is useful.
Yeah, how can we hire you? How can you help us do?
Count blackjack, right?
There you go.
Surely.
Yeah, not even counting cards, but just, counting every single card, like
If you want.
memorizing every single card.
Sounds like you can add things up really quickly, one way or the other.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Trying to see what else she's posted. Oh, here we go. January 12th. I'm trying to order some Main Street Roasters and use the discount code, but it isn't working. What am I doing wrong?
She's putting
See?
GRKC 5. Like she's putting odd number there.
She is a savant. She can only do one thing really well, and it's count letters. She can't do anything else.
Oh my goodness. That's fun, man. I like these a lot. It's fun to see like people's quirks. I still can't get over the fork or soup with the fork thing. You have to be selective on your soup. You have to be eating chili or something. You're not eating a brothy soup with forks. It's impossible.
That
You're
fork
slurping.
must have a basin to it or something.
Yeah, it's like that one, honestly, the original post by Chris and then also this Morgan one, I'm going to say I don't buy it. There's no way. That's just too crazy.
The Morgan one is very hard to buy.
Like Morgan, you gotta expand on it. Like, how often do you do this? Is this a once a day thing?
Can we call you and like quiz you on this?
Yeah. Like, or does every single conversation you have take 5 hours?
Yeah, how do you do socially?
Genuinely. Were you on? Never mind. Love on the spectrum. Anyway, that's fun, man. Sane or Psycho?
Sane or Psych?
Yeah, I could do that every week.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot.
That is fun. Real quick, speaking of Love on the Spectrum, finished it. Great. Season 2 was awesome. And I'm like inspired to live more like these people. I'm like treating other people as if I'm like someone on the spectrum on the show and how they, like I told an old lady that I liked her sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And I'm just being way more outgoing and polite to strangers.
Love it.
And more encouraging. So
Love
it's a
it.
great show. It makes you a better person.
That's what I've always like. Anytime Catherine will say like, "Oh, I love that girl's shoes," I go, "You should tell her that."
Tell her.
Why not? Like, it's not weird.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to tell somebody.
Yeah.
Good. That's great. So are you going to watch season 1 now? You gonna do that?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
In Iowa this weekend, I started watching the Australia version. Everybody fell asleep, and I was still awake, so I started watching that one.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments about like, oh yeah, they have a UK. So did you watch the American version?
I watched season 2 of the American version. That's it so
Okay.
far.
Gotcha.
First 2 episodes of Australia.
And do they have a British one?
I haven't seen that.
Okay, maybe I read something wrong, but so yeah, you got some more to watch. Is it just seasons 1 and 2 for American so far?
Yes.
Okay, fun.
I also want to give a shout out. Speaking of watching things, I forget his name now. Shoot. But there was a dude who posted in the Ghostrunners Facebook group, and maybe you saw his post. He was like, I should have said this like a week or so ago, but it's even better now. He was like, I have been watching everything that Jake watches at the same time as him. He's like, I watched Shrek, and then I watched Ted Lasso, and then I watched something else, and then I watched Suits, and now I'm watching Love on the Spectrum.
Kyle Roars is his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so...
He said Shrek, Ted Lasso, Suits, and Love on the Spectrum.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was just like, that is so cool. I love coincidences like that, and pumped to see what's next for us. So I'm kind of nervous to ruin the streak. I don't know what's next. So,
I mean,
Kyle,
you
see on
watched
Netflix.
a few other shows besides those, so
That's
it doesn't have
true.
to be 100%. It could just watch a lot of shows, Kyle, and
Yeah.
you'll hit on a few of them.
Lover, Stalker, Killer. Did you watch that one, Kyle? It's pretty good.
What is that about?
It's a documentary. Actually, really good.
Okay.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's impressive. You know, any type of documentary, like the story itself is really, really good. The documentary is at least going to be decent.
Yeah.
If like the true events that happened are wild, then
Yeah.
you're in for a treat.
You're not going to screw that documentary up too much.
Yeah, actually, I knew I was in for a treat because in the first like 2 minutes, they introduced like the main dude character, and just very quickly they're just like, yeah, so he met his wife in high school, and then they just kind of dated for a little bit, and then ended up getting married and had a couple kids, and now he that was 10 years ago. It's like, oh, okay, how quickly they breeze through that means we're in for a treat. And if they didn't even get into the initial like backstory of his like love affairs, then yeah, we're in for it.
They have plenty more to talk about.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Gotcha. That's great.
Oh, one other thing. Sorry, just one after another. Speaking of that, it was his last Wednesday night, I think. I'm out to little post pickleball dinner at Chick-fil-A with me, Isaac, Joe, new friend Joe.
Yep.
Talked about him on the podcast. Remember that infamous segment where I had just met a friend named Joe?
Oh, yeah.
And also new friend Aaron, who's moved to Kansas City as well. And I think we were actually talking about Lover, Stalker, Killer. And one of them, I think it was either Joe or Aaron, one, he's like, oh, yeah, AJ Hawk is in that, right? And I was like the Packers linebacker? He's like, yeah, he's in that, isn't he? I was like, no, it's like a documentary. And he's like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
like in that.
He hunts down his prey like a middle linebacker.
Yeah. And it just really cracked me up, the idea of just like every documentary, just like, oh yeah, who is that in? Like, because I know they did the OJ documentary. Okay, you watched Making a
Ray
Murder.
Lewis killed the guy too. Right?
You just think like there's got to be a pro athlete in every documentary.
Right.
Who's in that? Draymond Green's in that one?
Is he? Is Draymond in that one, or is that Klay Thompson? No, it's Draymond. It's Draymond.
And so anyway, we were giving him such a hard time. Like, what? It's a true crime documentary. Like, yeah, like it's about this female stalker. Like, yes, she loved two things: her ex-boyfriend and AJ Hawk. He's a pretty big part of the show.
So what did he get confused with?
Come to find out, he wasn't totally wrong. So
You gave him a hard time, and then he's actually like,
yeah, he was actually
Hey.
right. So there's a part. This isn't spoiled too much, but they find the stalker's hard drive, and very quickly on the show, as they're scrolling through it, they found on her hard drive, she had a couple pictures of like Packers memorabilia. So she was like lived up north and was a Packers fan.
Okay.
So like there was like a baseball or football card of AJ Hawk or something. So it's funny, like
So-
AJ Hawk was in there.
Yeah, he's not in the I mean, I guess literally he's in the documentary, but he's not like being interviewed or anything.
Yeah, taking like the most minute detail of something. Like, you ever watch Castaway? Oh, great volleyball movie.
Yeah.
If you like sports, you'll love Castaway.
Yeah, you're gonna just go bananas for Castaway. Rain Man what is he counting? Rain Man.
Counts the toothpicks on the ground. Oh, you love
Rain Man. Oh,
Rain Man, you
great
love
dental hygiene movie, dude, about those toothpicks.
It's about Kmart and Judge Wapner.
Yeah. Oh man, School of Rock, dude. Great movie.
Awesome watching it.
Great movie.
I got a haircut. Showing everybody the sides.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you were like Great Clips. No more.
Finally.
That was recently that you went to Great Clips, right?
Yeah, it was. I don't even know if I was totally due, but we were driving back from Iowa Sunday night, and I was like, my hair feels like really long in the back. Like, let's get a haircut. I was like, Rachel, here's my phone. Book me somewhere nice.
Okay.
It's time. And she booked me at Scissors and Scotch.
Okay.
You ever been here?
That's where Zach goes.
Okay.
I've never been there. I've always thought that's a terrible name because Scissors and Scotch literally could mean two different things very easily. It could mean that they're cutting your hair and giving
like
you
a
bourbon,
supplies.
or it could be like a Hobby Lobby kind of place that gets you
FedEx
scissors
office.
and Scotch tape, like
That's
a
a good
craft
point.
store.
That's a good point.
Anyway, so I literally, until you said Scissors and Scotch is a haircut place, I've always been curious. I don't know for sure that's a haircut place. Okay, so Scissors and
That's funny.
Scotch.
Two main things that came out of this.
You love Scotch now.
One, I needed help. I needed like an ambassador there to help me through this conversation I had with the woman cutting my hair. So I'm sure there's things I've forgotten since my haircut, and there's probably different nuances of context that I'm forgetting. But I do have some things that I know with certainty that happened.
Okay.
And I want you to help me figure out. The topic is my hairdressers, hair cutters. What would my salonist?
Hairdresser sounds good.
Hairdresser?
Yeah.
I was like, well, she's cutting it. Is she dressing it?
She's doing both. Amelia Bedelia, dress the chicken.
This is with my hairdresser's sexuality preferences.
Okay.
Now, I didn't get into it asking about this, but here are the facts.
No.
Okay.
She's a Nelly fan.
That's right. Pretty early on, she says that she homeschools. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, are you part of a co-op? Like, who's doing the homeschooling? Like today, since
Yeah.
whatever.
You know the questions to ask.
I do.
Good.
Thank you guys for helping me out there. And she said, oh, my girlfriend used to teach, and now she no longer teaches, and so she homeschools and has like a part-time job as well.
Okay.
Like, okay, great, got it. I know that women often use the term girlfriend
Correct.
as just a friend.
Right.
But this felt like, she said my girlfriend, not like one of my girlfriends. It felt like my girlfriend. And it's like, yeah, it is her girlfriend. And she is homeschooling.
So far, without seeing what this woman looks like, that's totally normal to say my girlfriend.
Okay.
For just a friend.
You're going, hey, we played Sane or Psycho. Let's play Straight or Psycho. No, I was kidding. Let's play Straight or
Crooked.
Crooked. I was trying to think of a fun name. I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Timon?
Gay.
Timon was raising his hand.
Time. Oh,
Go ahead.
whatever. Okay. So far you're saying straight.
Yeah.
Okay. Next piece of evidence.
Okay.
She said, I think we were talking travel or something. She'd also been to Australia. She's like, I remember, the last time we were in Australia was when I found out that I was pregnant, which came as a bit of a surprise. So for me, I went from not straight to like, oh, we're back to, if we get surprise pregnancy,
Yes.
I'm back to straight.
Correct.
Which I wish you could have seen inside of my sheltered little brain. I was spinning. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
girlfriend, surprise pregnancy. How does reproduction work? Maybe I don't totally have it down.
I'm still
I've never
kind of
done
new
it.
at this. Yeah. I've never been
offspring.
successful at, okay. So also, I want to go back real quick. I could be wrong, but I doubt if she has kids with somebody, she would, and she is, whatever, she would call them her girlfriend. They would say my partner.
Glad you brought that up, Brad.
Oh, okay.
Because we're not done.
Okay.
And this is also why I needed someone. I needed you. I needed Rachel. I needed someone like in my ear to like help me like navigate. Not that it was hard. Not that I was like asking questions about like whatever.
Okay.
But next piece of evidence, she says, just we're talking about something. It doesn't matter. And she's like, oh yeah, my husband likes motorcycles. I'm like, oh, okay.
We're in.
There we have it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. The girlfriend was just a friend the whole time who comes
Scissors
in.
and Scotch was just what they do to your hair.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez. We do have a fourth thing though. Then, so the word husband has been established. We've heard the words girlfriend, pregnancy, husband.
Yeah.
She calls her husband her husband. But then the fourth thing, she says, I've got that's a good point. I need to tell my partner about that. It's like, We're not
What-
saying
what was
husband
the
now.
what was the context of?
I don't remember. This is the thing. I can't remember everything, but I know that.
It was a relational thing, not like a business thing.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was like I'll have to take my partner there.
And some people do refer to their husband and wife as partner. Like,
But I feel like it's more of like it's a full-time thing. Like they're my partner. That's what they call them. Husband had been established, and then she went back to partner. I was
how long
confused
ago?
again.
How long ago was the husband talk going? Like, was it a recent thing, or she could have, gone baseball, softball kind of thing? Like, was it like a
Like the timeline of the haircut or the timeline of her life?
No. When she referenced her husband, was that a recent reference?
Yeah, it seemed like the husband's present day.
Okay.
It seemed like the partner's also present day.
Okay.
So I had
That's
a
all we
little
got?
true crime on our hands.
We're done.
Yeah, sorry, that was it.
I
Sorry, I didn't
wanna
never
come
got
to
to
a
the bottom of
conclusion.
it. Well, yeah, I didn't want to like embarrass myself and ask the wrong question
Yeah. What question could you have asked next?
because it didn't really matter. It was just like, hey, well, this is one of those things because I podcast 3 times a week. Yeah, I'll mention this. Didn't really affect my life much, but
Yeah,
it's just kind of funny because it was a 45-minute long haircut, so it's just a lot of just.
Really? Did they do some
surprise
special, like wash your hair or something?
They
45
did
minutes?
wash my hair.
Okay.
Yeah,
What else?
I
did you get out of
denied
that?
the hot towel.
Really?
Oh, Zach says the hot towel's nice.
It's so hot though.
Oh yeah,
And
you
they
don't like
only
the
leave-
hot. That's right.
They only leave this much space for your nose. It's so hard to breathe when your face is like.
Really?
You got to breathe in and out of your nose. I don't like that.
You
Yeah.
would think that the hot towel would make it easier to breathe through your nose, right there. That sounds luxurious, dude.
This is like Monday morning too. It was like 65 degrees outside. It just wasn't a hot towel
It wasn't
weather.
a hot towel day.
Yeah, it's like if they offered me free chili, I would have also said no.
Well, do you have a fork?
I
Then
don't know.
maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. Other thing about the haircut.
Yep.
So it was $50.
Dude,
Double what I spend at Great Cliffs.
will you just give my guy a chance?
I will say, hey, Zach highly recommends getting the subscription thing. It's like 30 like a month maybe.
Okay.
And he goes like every 2 weeks.
No way.
Whoa.
Keeps it
No way.
fresh.
That there's no way that those numbers are accurate.
Devin Henderson's paying him well.
Yeah. We just looked up something like this the other day.
Yeah, we were looking up a Gent's place in Leawood.
Yeah.
And they had a subscription, but it came with like you can conduct meetings here. You can like have access to our like executive
I didn't see that.
suite or something. That was what I saw on the Facebook ad. I couldn't find it on the website.
Wait, what was weird about those numbers?
Just way too low. Like the numbers that I saw for that Jen's place was like one haircut a month was like $40 or something like that. 2 a month was 75, whatever.
Okay, well, Zach has some kind of thing where it's like,
Maybe he's got the student discount.
could be. I don't know.
They love students at Scissors and Scotch.
All I know is I wanted to try it out, and I'm not allowed. And my mom was like, "Nope, I don't want you to. The environment doesn't sound good if it's Scissors and Scotch."
Yeah.
And in their email, when I like gave them my email, they said a cuss word. So
Oh, really?
Ah,
What
was-
just bleep it out. Just say it. But
spell it. They can't hear it.
it was just
What'd they
like,
say?
There,
Heck-
there- there
heck
was like-
yeah,
There was
man.
like, "Are you ready for the best haircut of your life?" or
Oh,
whatever.
cool. That's so cool. That's so
That's
cool.
so cool.
That's so. Rachel has such good taste in haircut places, dude.
If I would have known that, I would have never supported them.
Yeah, really. My
Thanks for
guy's a
telling me now,
Christian.
Timon.
Well,
I should go with Zach sometime. The environment was
He'd
fine.
be your ambassador.
yeah, that's good.
I have an AirPod in. Zach's out in the lobby. Just not helping me at all.
Yeah, he's in his own conversation.
If you go up Monday at 10 a.m., right when they open, pretty chill environment. Not a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
Part of the $50 haircut, though, they have a bar there. Not your style, Timon. Not my style either. You get a free drink Monday at 10 a.m. Like, what am I going to do here?
Were people drinking though?
No.
Okay.
So this is the thing. I get on my haircut. She's like, you still got that free drink? And I was like, oh, all right. Do you guys have like, you make like a mocktail? Like, yeah, we can do that. So I'm just sitting at the bar, just like, I don't know, I just felt weird. Like I'm the only guy at the bar.
You're bellied up to the bar.
Yeah, I'm just like up there. I have,
Pina colada.
yeah.
What'd you get?
I got a Paloma.
I don't even know what that is.
It's just grapefruit juice,
Okay.
basically. It was amazing. Just grapefruit and lime juice. And
Did you know to ask for that?
they had a menu.
Okay, I was like,
I would have never. Not on
I've
my
never
own.
heard of that.
So yeah, bellied up to the bar, just sitting there with my drink, having a one-on-one conversation with a female bartender, and then that's when they get to surge, and all these people come in, and I was like, No one recognized me. I don't know. Like, I just one of those instances where I'm gonna be like, it's a mocktail. It's my first time here. You know, just like, I don't want it to seem like I hang out here and I drink here. It's Monday at 11 a.m. I did not like that feeling of like people coming in while I'm sitting at the bar. I had a nice conversation with the bartender. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But I could see how people could get into that. But at the same time, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really where
It's just like an interesting concept.
It is.
Like,
On paper, I'd be like, oh, I don't think that's going to fly. But
Yeah.
it seems to work.
yeah.
Yeah, it seems to work like a third of the time. Like I feel like I see
That's
these
true.
businesses come up. Like there was one in Olathe a long time ago, and Gentleman's Haircuts is what it's called.
Okay.
Great name. I think I know exactly what that is. No scissors and scotch confusion there. And I think it lasted like 6 months. And it was because I remember thinking that's a crazy amount to spend on a haircut. And $50, by the way, is not a crazy amount these
Okay.
days. Unfortunately, it just feels like everything's getting more expensive. But it's still high. Like it's still a lot because
Yeah.
guys, we have to get our haircuts a lot, like often,
Yeah.
once a month,
Yeah.
once every 2 months, depending on who you are or whatever. So, but so they have leather couches, leather chair. That's the
It
only
was
thing.
nice in
that's
there.
the only thing I imagine in those places really enjoying is just like a nice leather chair, overstuffed, oversized leather chair. Sit down in.
I
afterwards.
sat in 4 different chairs in my time there. All nice, all leather.
Okay.
It was nice. I mean, this is like Prairie Village, Corinth Square, Scissors and Scotch. It was nice.
Oh,
I think that's what seems like
where?
appealing. It's like a luxury experience.
Yeah.
That's like,
And I kind of
that'd
felt
be
that
kind
way.
of fun.
Because she definitely probably could have cut my hair faster, but I think it's supposed to, they
Right.
promise you a
Do they
45
give
minute
like a
haircut.
little like massage-ish thing? I think Zach's mentioned that there's like maybe they like kind of like
Not like a massage gun, but I felt the fingers moving a little bit when
When
she was
you
like
were
shampooing my
shampooing.
hair.
yeah. I think that was
Yeah.
that was what I was thinking of.
I got a wife for that.
Dang it.
No, I'm just kidding.
But
Never
yeah,
has she ever.
Corinth Square, right by like Meddy's and
Oh, okay. The one I'm thinking of is down Deer Creek Woods. 135th and
you want to talk to my dad?
Yeah.
You want me to talk to my dad?
What do you know? Say that.
Yo,
What's going on?
What's going on?
Brad and I are recording the podcast right now. What are you up to?
I am sorry. I will talk to you later. Have a great day.
We were just talking about your steps to the mailbox. I do the same thing.
I do that. I count everything, and then, but I count how many laps it takes me to mow the yard. Even though I've lived on this, I've mowed that yard for 24 years. The front yard takes 32 laps. The circle drive takes 6 laps. By the fence takes 10, and I still count them every time. And I try not to.
Oh, can't help
Think
it.
of something else. But I think I started when we were cutting hay as a kid. You know, I would try to guess, okay, in maybe 10 more laps will be I'll be at this point in the field, just because there was, I had no music, I had nothing. You just sat on that tractor for 10 hours a day.
Just
so,
count.
I think I would just do it like, okay, I can make 10 more laps, see where I'm at in 10 laps. So I don't know, but
Yeah, I used to do that with basketball conditioning. Remember that in middle school where they would just run us for 3 days to make people try and quit? I would try and do the math of like, we'd have to run those mountains, like 1 down and back, then 3 down and back, all the way up to 11. And so I would try to do the math of like, all right, we're on our way up. We've done 9 down and backs out of a total of 35. Let me try and figure out what that percentage is or something.
Oh, yeah.
And just get by that way.
I think it helps me on the things I don't like to do. Like when I was running a lot back a few years ago, and I think, okay, 210 more steps with my left foot should get me a quarter of a mile. And so I can say, okay, I can do 210. Just start counting, and so
You're like you're like Kevin in The Office, who he's only a genius when it's food. And it's like you're only like a math whiz if you're miserable.
I would like to put that in the Olympics, where they would just put you in a vacant field and say, how far is it to that telephone pole? Well, that's 62 steps right there, buddy.
Easy.
But the problem is I cheat. I cheat because if I say, I bet I can make that in 18 steps, sometimes I'll start taking really small steps, and sometimes I'm doing the split.
Yeah.
Nobody
Overcompensate.
cares. It's not like I'm being judged on if I made it in 18 steps. Why are you cheating yourself? Just say, okay, no. You know what? It was 22 steps. I missed it by 4. But no, I will stretch out my legs as far as I can.
That's so great.
It's
Wow.
not fun being stupid.
Yeah, I need to get you some AirPods or something. You need you need something in your life.
I just finished your last podcast, and so
Today's episode?
Yep. Just
Wow.
Finished it. It was great. So,
Yeah.
no,
Wednesdays
thank you,
was a
guys.
good one.
Helped me get my days through. So no, it's nice. So all right, well, I will let you guys. No, I was just calling to see when you're leaving town and all that, but that does not matter.
Okay. I'll call you back later.
See you, man.
All right.
All right. See you, Steve. Love you, man.
Bye-bye. That was fun.
That's great.
That was my pa.
My pa.
That was my dad.
Quick tangent.
Yeah.
Catherine told me the other day she's kind of got the hots for Pa from Little House on the Prairie.
Well, what did she say exactly?
She just goes, I forget exactly what she said, but she just goes, Pa. And she kind of looked at me like not bad. I was like, first of all, that guy's probably dead now.
Yeah.
And second of all, that guy looks nothing like me. It'd be one thing if it's like, okay, yeah, Chris Farley.
That guy looks nothing like Jack Black.
Yeah. Pa, huh? I don't know if I like Little House on the Prairie as much anymore.
Pa.
I think I've had some.
Charles something.
Charles Ingalls.
Yeah.
I've had some girl friends. Not,
ahead.
not partners.
Oh, yeah. Homeschool girlfriends.
Say that same thing.
That's the most homeschooled thing.
so
Like,
funny.
all right, guys, we're
Yeah.
thinking, yeah. Charles Ingalls, my first crush. I mean, he's a good-looking guy, no doubt about it.
Yeah, he is.
She said that, and one time she told me Davy Crockett too. I was like, chill out over here, okay? These tall, rugged men.
Chill.
I don't want to hear it.
There was a short stage where Rachel was mentioning Harry Styles a lot. And I was like, well, he's extremely attractive and also pretty different than me as well.
Yeah.
This is like a guy who wears dresses and is 5'6". So
He's 5'6"?
something like that. I've heard he's very short.
Really?
Probably exaggerating. I don't know. He's short.
Oh, I thought he was tall. That's crazy.
No,
I
he's
would have guessed tall.
Yeah.
Google says 6 foot.
What?
So
Well, it's Google. What's DuckDuckGo say?
Hey, my bad.
Are you thinking of Niall Horan?
Niall Horan.
Gotcha, Timon.
You got me.
I was thinking of
Go for it.
I can't think of a famous dwarf's name. So
Niall and Lewis are both 5'8". Harry's 5'11". Liam's 5'10". Zane's 5'9".
hey, my bad. Both hands up. My bad.
So really, he looks just like you.
So we're more similar than I thought.
Yeah. Tatted up, just like you. So
CozyEarth.com.
I love them.
What do you guys know about that? Yeah, good sheets.
Good sheets. Great sheets.
Good sheets. Slept in Iowa this past weekend. Sheets were good,
Decent sheets.
but not Cozy Earth.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a difference is Iowa sheets, it's still winter. It's February. It's dry. I get in there and I see sparks under the covers when the
Oh,
lights are
yeah.
off. Cozy Earth, you're not going to see any sparks. It's just like it's smooth.
It's just, it is silky, but like in a breathable way that's hard to describe until you experience it.
Yeah, technically it is viscose from bamboo, but it does feel very satiny, very silky, just
Yeah.
like very nice and cozy and comfy. And their clothes are the same way.
I've been missing my my Cozy Earth sheets recently because Catherine's been sleeping so poorly and been sick. And so I've been sleeping on the couch in our living room, but I've been sleeping head to toe in Cozy Earth. And so
You're still getting it in.
I'm still wearing my hooded sweatshirt and my pants. They're monochrome too, so I look like I'm like a rapper from the '90s. Every time I wake up, I'm like, guys, it's time to have some breakfast. It's going,
What up?
rocking Cozy Earth, looking just fine. But yeah, it truly is the most comfortable brand on the planet.
It is. They picked a perfect name. They're very cozy. You're on Earth. So you get 35% off. They're luxury goods that will transform your lifestyle. They have a 10-year warranty. We have nothing but good things to say about them. They make great stuff. So check them out, CozyEarth.com. The promo code is GRKC for 35% off site-wide. Exclusive offer just for ghosties. Go off.
Go off, Queen or King,
Hey, girlfriend.
Tall Harry Styles.
One of the very last things we did in Iowa while we were there is Rachel's niece, Lucy, daughter of Tommy and Corey.
Yep.
She has a little matching game.
Okay.
Similar to Hattie's.
Memory kind of thing.
Yeah, memory matching. Now, Hattie and Bo's, theirs is, 60 pieces, or maybe more, 100 pieces.
It's so many, and it's all, yeah, go ahead.
And they're very tiny.
They're from 1991, I think.
Yeah, it's awesome. Very vintage.
Yeah, like they're swallowable, probably. Like,
Rosie,
they
get her
didn't
mouth
worry
on.
about it back then. Anyway, go ahead.
And in that matching game, you're trying to match a baby animal with the adult animal. So you're not even really matching the same shape.
Yeah,
difficult
that'll
for
throw you off the first time.
People like me. Lucy's matching game, there's only 20 of them.
20 total or 20, like 40?
20 total cards. So 10
Okay.
matches, I guess. And you're matching just like the barn and the barn. It's very
Sure.
Iowa.
Yeah.
The silo and the silo.
Yeah.
The horse and the horse.
The lost trailer and the lost trailer.
Yeah.
Firecracker shrimp and the firecracker shrimp.
The checkbook that just got ran over by the lawnmower and the checkbook that just got ran over by the lawnmower.
The missing readers and the missing readers.
It's very easy. But for whatever reason, we got playing this. Lucy's not there. This is just me, Rachel, her dad, her mom. We get playing this, and the camp counselor and me starts coming up with new versions to play it.
Okay.
And we got teams. Now we got speed. At one point, I grabbed a blindfold, and you had a partner who's blindfolded, and they're trying to feel the pieces, and you're trying to tell them where to go. And Rachel had a good point. She said, we should do this in Gulf Shores. Ghostrunners getaway game.
Yes.
Memory matching. Because
Yes.
we would do time trials.
That's great.
And, 1 arm behind your back, how quickly
Yeah,
can you turn?
yeah,
them?
yeah.
So it was a ton of fun. So I think in addition, last year we did a lot of puzzle racing. I think this year we can get some memory racing going.
Memory racing would be another fun one that I would be bad at. And so, but some people would be so good.
Yes.
Because what is the strategy there?
Rachel's amazing.
How much of it is speed? How much of it is logic? Like you have to have a combination of both, obviously.
You probably need a system.
But you can't think too much. Just turn them over and go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think there's a little luck too. Sometimes you just happen to like sheep. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know sheep was there. Got lucky.
Dude, Bo did that once. They were playing recently,
Wow.
Bo and Rachel. Like one of the first pulls of the game. He just pulled 2 random ones. And he's like, I got it. And Rachel just started laughing. She's like, yeah, you did. Wow.
I got it.
I got it. Like he wasn't even like, he didn't understand how crazy it was that he did it. Huh, 2 pigs. Okay.
Well, I'm a pig, baby pig.
Okay. 2 horse. Okay. Baby horse. Yeah, big horse. Okay.
Rachel was
turn,
telling me
Miss
the last
Rachel.
time she played with Hattie, she had like something got bumped or whatever, and she was like, "Oh, these got mixed up," and then just like mixed them all
Hattie
up.
did?
Yeah, like halfway through the game, they're just like, "Oh, well, there goes that."
Like not
I lost them all.
understanding. So yeah, sometimes how do you like consolidate them closer together? And I'm like,
yeah, let's go.
stop. That's the whole point of the game.
Yeah. All right, we've been playing a while. Let's mix them all up. Like, all right, we just started over.
Let's shake it up. So
Fun. So
that's
yeah.
fun. Okay. Yeah, I was just talking to Brooks about Gulf Shores yesterday. Brooks, the chef.
Yeah, he's
He wants to
excited.
do a luau on the beach
Oh,
for Gulf Shores. How fun is that?
I love that he's like as invested as we are. Like he's just so excited and like,
yeah.
he's coming with his own ideas.
He's like, I'm gonna send you a menu this week. You can look it over with Jake. Let me know what you guys think. And so yeah, it's gonna be so fun being on
Hawaiian
the beach like
Brokes.
that. Brooks. Oh, Brooks.
Good one.
Pay for your own drink next time. Yeah. Hawaiian Brooks.
Hawaiian Brokes.
Wouldn't that be fun though? Just like a little Hawaiian theme on the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Sun setting, Gulf Shores.
Pig roast.
Yeah, he was like, I don't know if I'll do a full pig, but we'll figure something out.
Well, yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Being on the beach is going to be so fun.
So much
On
more
the
fun.
beach.
Like
Sand volleyball every hour.
literally, yeah, you can just be like, oh, they're playing sand volleyball. I'm going to go down there.
This is going to be, I'm making a proclamation right now. This is the summer of spike ball for me. Oh. And by summer of spike ball, I mean the week I'm in Gulf Shores, I'm going to play a lot of spike ball with you guys.
There's nothing like spike ball on the beach. Spike ball's fine. It's actually really fun normally.
Grass, court, gym court,
On the beach though, those diving,
beaching with the boys.
beaching with the boys. You
girlfriends.
you get all hot and then you run out to the water.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Beach spike ball. Fun.
All right. Hey, there's still openings. Did you know that?
And what? Oh,
In the spike ball tournament. My duper's 4.8, but I'll go down to 4.5.
yes, there's still like, what, a couple bedrooms left?
Yeah, actually, the Mings recently had to change from session 1 to session 2. So there's,
Ooh,
think
session 1.
I think there's some session 1 rooms open. So
That's a hot commodity, session 1.
hot commodity. Gosh, I can't wait. I was talking to Brooks about Lambert's yesterday.
Oh, I always forget about Lambert's.
It's going, whatever your expectations are, just double it. Like, it's going to be so fun.
Double it, give it to the next person.
Yeah. The whole thing. Yeah. It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully you still like us after hanging out with us on vacation. I think you will.
Newsflash, you will.
Newsflash, we're pretty much the same person, just a little bit less crazy.
There was one time, this is a different Iowa trip. We were, me, Tim, Rachel, Steve Coop. We're all playing Nintendo Switch Mario Party together. And Rachel and her dad are teammates. And, her dad's going, how do you play this game? And she's like, it's just like, it's simple. You just use the analog stick to steer. And then you just tap A to go faster. So just press it like crazy. And immediately Tim and I were just making fun, like, press it like crazy, Dad. Press it like crazy. So I still say that to Rachel all the time. How was pickleball? There were some crazy points.
Rachel, I resonate with Rachel on that. Like, yeah, just getting made fun of for like some like phrase that people don't say anymore. But it's like, hey, it's fun to say. Yeah. Press it like, just get in there and press it like crazy.
Yeah, so I try to bring that up all the time. How podcast fun? Oh, we were laughing like crazy.
I say that every day, I guarantee you, without noticing it. Now I'm going to notice.
Something about the way just telling your dad, press it like crazy, Dad.
Come on, Dad. Yeah.
Like a maniac. Press it like a maniac,
Press
Dad.
it like crazy. Man,
So,
that's fun. Let me read some Good Ranchers for you. Good Ranchers ad.
Go
You
ahead.
guys know them. You guys love them. I'm going to read this one more or less right from the script that they sent us, okay? But just know we love it. All right?
great.
Did you know the mRNA vaccines,
What? Is this like the reindeer?
vaccines,
Oh, got it.
acinators.
What was her name? Asselstein?
Asselsteins.
mRNA
Did you know that
Asselstein.
mRNA Asselsteins? Did you know that mRNA vaccines are approved and in use for pigs in the U.S.? I got 2 pigs match here. So the mystery continues to grow in the meat industry, and every day I'm more thankful for my Good Rancher subscription, and so should you. They got pork, they got chicken, they got steak. You know it. I don't have to worry about the imported meat, unknown vaccines, experimental things in the meat that I feed my family. So they have this, say, mRNO to mRNA sale. That's fun.
Because it doesn't have it in it.
Yes, exactly. Good
it.
Ranchers is offering you a free 10-pound Easter ham with any subscription.
Dude, that's so fun that they're just like offering up like
Have a
Easter
ham.
ham. Like it's one thing to offer a discount, but it's like, hey, take a ham on us. It's just a funny gift.
Yes, dude. Their ham's fantastic.
10-pound ham.
Unlike the pork at the store, it's guaranteed to be guaranteed. That's all, folks. Pork and pig. It's guaranteed to be free from the mRNA vaccines. Dude, we've had this ham. Hattie asks about it all the time. Can we get more ham? Yes, we can get more ham from Good Ranchers. That's a $119 ham that you will get for free.
Whoa, that's a
$119?
good ham.
That's great ham. Code is GRKC, so go to goodranchers.com today. Say MRNO for your meat. During your sale, every subscription enjoys $25 off any box, a free $119 Heritage ham, and the Good Ranchers lifetime quality commitment. Their promise to never compromise on quality. Plus, their never MRNO pledge, you can be sure that you're getting meat that's free from any unknown or potentially harmful additives every single month. They're just Good Ranchers, just transparent. They're open about what they sell. They're open about what they're doing. And honestly, without understanding every single aspect of this, it seems like they do understand, but the end product is different. It's just better quality tasting meat. It's affordable. We went out to eat yesterday, me, Bo, and Rosie, just trying to quarantine from everybody else.
Yeah.
And our meal away with meat that was not as good as Good Ranchers was way more expensive than what we would have had to spend at home. So get it while you can. Goodranchers.com. Promo code is GRKC. Say MRNO to mRNA. It's Good Ranchers. It's American meat. It's delivered right to your door. Delicious.
Type it GRKC like crazy.
Just go crazy on it. So fun. So,
MRN yay to it not being in there.
yeah, MRN nay. No.
Green means go. Go ahead and shut up about it because it's not in there.
It's not anywhere even close.
It's good meat. Check it out.
It's beyond good, Jake.
Goodranchers.com like
Yeah.
crazy. You got this, mama.
Dude, I've been noticing more and more of that, and I love it every time. I think of
Comment
you.
sections, yeah.
Yeah, I think of you more than I even think of Elise. Like, I think of you just the way you say it. You got this, mama.
You're a rock star, mama. Hugs and kisses from afar, mama.
I want to make a shirt that says "You got this, mama," on it. And people could wear.
Couple
it.
different fonts, only 4 words, but different fonts.
You got this, mama. So good.
How many letters is it?
3, 6.
10. 14.
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, how you spell mama? I was M-A-M-A.
Okay.
So
Same.
that'd be 14.
Could go M-O-M-M-A.
Yep.
MoMA.
So last thing I have on my notes, clearing them out. Ready? I finally figured out how to get text. No, sorry. That's going to be my win of the week. Never mind.
Stop.
Bup, 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 bup.
Okay, let's. I think I have a lot that I want to save for Wednesday.
I know. We haven't even talked about your Iowa stint.
Yes, so I want to talk. So come back Wednesday. I'm going to talk all about performing stand up for a crowd who deeply knew my in-laws, which is a unique experience to get to do a stand up show like that.
Yeah.
Schmores are back on Wednesday.
Yep.
Voice memos are there on Wednesday, and let's just say if you're a mama, you're gonna love that one.
You're going to love this, mama. So good. Give us one time.
Stay strong, mama.
That's like a baby.
Yeah, it was. Stay strong, mama.
Let's do our review of the week.
Yes.
What do you think, Papa?
I got one. It's a 5-star review. It just says, uh-oh, from CM Wilcox 1. Ooh, I think this tight beat made me almost fall off my treadmill. Ghost running my 1 mile a day and almost fell off the treadmill from laughing so
That's
hard.
so fun to think about.
That is great. I just love anytime anybody just says, I laughed so hard that I distracted myself from XYZ. So, hot dog, love the pod, bye-bye. That's fun.
Thanks, CM Wilcox. My review from Jenna. It's a 5-star review. It's titled We're Best Friends. Jake, Brad, and Timon. 5 stars.
Yes.
I can't say enough great things about this podcast. The positivity is contagious. And I find myself looking forward to Mondays and Wednesdays now. Like, who does that? Whether you know it or not, y'all are my best friends because we spend so much time together. I've been listening for a year and recently started from the beginning on YouTube. And I can't wait to learn more about you guys. Even though it's really weird without Timon. LOL. Hope to meet y'all at some point in the future. Love you guys. Jenna in NC. Where's NC?
NC is Northern Connecticut,
Okay.
right? Like
Yeah, hopefully we do some shows up there.
New Haven.
Yeah.
Is that even Connecticut?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guns waving.
Guns waving. Fun. Thank you for the 5-star reviews.
Real quick, guess who just followed Backseat Boys podcast on Instagram?
Jeff Bethke.
Audrey Lagoon.
Sinova Asselstein.
Really? Yeah. That's amazing. Oh,
Man, she's getting mentioned in this episode. That's fun for her.
that is great.
Oh, you're great, mama.
You great, mama. Okay, I have an idea, and it might take us about 6 tries to figure it out. But I don't have a new jingle this week.
Okay.
Oh, ask me.
Brad, would you like to end this episode with a jingle?
Okay, so I have an idea. It might take like 6 or 7 tries, but I don't have a new jingle this week. But I was thinking, Timon, have you heard this like thing? Taylor Swift is this artist, and she does
He
something.
Googled it last week. He Googled popular songs.
Popular songs.
So he probably
Is
knows
she
Taylor
related
Swift.
to Neil Horan?
Neil, Heron.
Okay.
So she does these things where like her producer or whatever was getting all the money, and so she did her own Taylor's version is what she called it.
Oh.
And so I was thinking we could do some classic jingles, but we could do Timon's version, and Timon and I sing it together.
That
But
sounds fun.
the trick is, I didn't tell Timon about this until right now.
That's
and so
true.
we got to find a song that you know well enough to do. So
He's a pro.
this is from Katie Bennett from January of 2022. That was fun.
I went live on Instagram during that.
Oh, fun.
People are loving it. Guys, it was me the whole time.
Oh, it's Jake.
All right.
Shout out Katie Bennett for the fun jingle. Shout out to Timon for winging it with me, baby. I wasn't sure if there was an interlude there for the instrumental for the bridge.
I don't know.
It didn't sound like I should go right into it, so I didn't, and then we just improvised, baby.
That was fun.
That was fun. Thanks, Katie Bennett, for writing that back in January of 2022, 2 years ago. It's crazy.
Got an Instagram live stream, top of the
Chiefs
feed.
are releasing MVS.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shocker. Dang.
Do you think I don't know enough about any of that stuff. Does that mean we're truly releasing him, or is it one of those like we release them and then restructure or something?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that a thing that they can do?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's talk about it a little more on the podcast that people don't know anything about football for anyway. What do you think, Tommy?
Now you get your hand up. That was fun jingle. People on the live stream loved it.
Good.
And yeah.
That's not an easy song to sing.
As we were singing, I was like, whoa, this is a high song the whole time. Well, I guess the verses aren't too high, but.
Love a little Imagine Dragons. The original song is called Demons. And I think AJ Hawk is in the original one.
Uh-huh.
I think he has a feeture
In the
in it.
music video.
Or yeah, that's it.
The pro skater guy?
Yeah.
AJ Hawk's pro skater?
Yeah, Tony Hawk's son. Fun little Monday. So we'll be back Wednesday with a lot of fun things. So
Yes.
make sure you join us there. Yeah, we are.
Thanks for supporting us, just in every way. Can't say it
Thanks,
enough.
Mama.
Won't say it enough. Mamas, dadas, sons, dadas, all of them. So,
Nieces, nephews.
we have fun. Hope you guys are having fun listening to us. Thanks, Timon, for always being awesome. See you guys Wednesday. Love you guys.
See ya.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Every Monday morning